Hi, we're April and
Ricky.
from My Family Vacation Ideas blog, and today we are talking about all that we've learned about backpackers and grey nomads
Backpackers versus Grey Nomads.
when traveling Australia.
It's not generational war, it's what they can learn off each other.
Okay.
Maybe a bit of generational war.
Culture wars?
Yeah, the culture wars. They're the two dominant cultures traveling Australia.
Yeah. You really notice it. So when we traveled around, we definitely noticed some spots were grey nomad spots. Some spots were backpacker spots.
Do you think they ever meet, the backpackers and the Grey Nomads?
Yeah.
Some overlap.
Yeah. But I think sometimes the grey nomads avoid the real touristy spots, and that's where the backpackers want to go.
The Grey Nomads are terrified of cities.
Yeah. Not terrified, but I'd say they hate them.
They hate cities because of the traffic.
Yeah, and they gotta get their big caravan through it. It's not fun. Not even fun for us at the trailer.
And that's also where greenies live.
Probably we should leave the politics out.
What's the typical place? Grey Nomads, like, they hate the cities, they get out of town and they go and find really obscure things to do.
Yeah, because they already did everything else. They've already done everything else. And, yeah.
Like, I've met Grey Nomads that went into the forest and hunted down an old aircraft. And that's a really good day, something like that. Whereas backpackers follow like sheep. They go together, right?
Kind of. Well, when you go to the Great Ocean Road, it's just not just a backpacker, but a tourist, one after another. Well, yeah, it's not all backpackers, but there's some spots, like Melbourne, for example.
Cairns, Early
Cairns.
Beach, Byron Bay. Like, you know, they're backpacker places.
Yeah. And then there's some others that you don't necessarily know. There can be a mix, like a national park. Because national parks are a bit cheaper and good camping spots. All I remember is, I just remember Melbourne, all you heard was the slamming of the the rolling of the doors of the camper vans, one after another.
Yeah.
Whereas,
And you can't get Wi-Fi. Where there are backpackers, there's the Wi-Fi is taken up. Whereas if you're in a Grey Nomad caravan park,
not so much. But you do, like, you might hear, like, little snatches of TV from the Grey Nomad ones.
oh, that's nauseating. Like, when you're camping in nature and there's all the TVs around you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you camp in the unpowered spots, you don't really get the TV. You just get people walking their dog, where you're trying to make your dinner.
Grey Nomads are friendly.
Yeah.
Backpackers are friendly.
Yeah.
Like, Grey Nomads are cleaner.
Yeah.
Like, they're quite meticulous.
And
Although I have seen
quieter.
Grey Nomads leave the barbecue dirty. I have actually seen that sometimes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And like backpackers, they're ingenious of using the same cutlery day after day without cleaning it. Like, you can use the same spoon for your coffee in the morning that you had dinner with last night, and that's minimalism.
There you go. Yeah, that's part of
Am I
it.
stirring the pot here?
Well, I think part of the backpacker mentality is they have just enough to get by for this, trip around usually.
Wing and a prayer stuff.
Yeah. Whereas Grey Nomad has everything.
Yeah, like, they've sold the house. They have a house. They're towing a house on the back of their trailer.
Yeah.
They're like, we're living life simply, but these things
For 3
are
weeks. Yeah.
high tech, like CIA machines.
Let's
They
put
have
up the satellite,
satellites and as Grey Nomads, they're quite happy to rough it. We've seen the rats run out of their vehicles at different campgrounds. We've seen them emptying out vehicles, trying to get rid of their rats.
Trying to find the mice,
mice and stuff. And in Cairns, they were famous for
Putting their laundry out
hanging their laundry, which caused quite a
on the
stir,
Esplanade.
which is really quite entertaining. It causes
Because-
such a stir with the
because you've got-
homeowners. Yeah.
Well, because you got the people who pay for the place on the Esplanade, so it's right up on the ocean, right in the downtown area, the nice spot. So, but I don't know what the rules are today, but when we lived there, there was the backpackers could park their van there overnight, and so they would, and they'd hang their laundry out to dry and set everything out on the grass, and so you have the nice apartment, and then the laundry, and then the Esplanade.
It's the free spirit. Not freeloaders?
No.
Free.
Yeah, everyone wants a deal. Grey Nomads everyone's trying to find a free spot. Backpackers and Grey Nomads, everyone's the same.
It's
in
true.
that regard.
And why wouldn't you want to try and live like as inexpensively as like their streets? Like they're not holy places, like I don't know.
The problem people have is what we have heard and not experienced is that backpackers are more likely to leave lots of garbage behind. But I don't know. From personal experience.
From Grey Nomads.
Yeah.
And Grey Nomads have been friendly to us. Like
Yeah.
when we've been setting up our tent, they've invited us in.
Yeah, out of the rain. That
Out of the
happened
rain.
recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've shown us around their camper vans and
They've-
stuff like that.
Yeah, we've gotten tours and not meals, but snacks and tea.
You got snacks.
Yeah, strawberries.
Oh yeah, people sometimes bring meals over, don't they?
Oh, actually, we did get
Grey
spaghetti
Nomads.
from Malaysian people. I said their food smelled good, and they went and brought me some.
Was that at
Bananas.
Oh yeah, and we got another meal at Foster. Couple brought a meal over. Grey Nomad couple. They were trying out their caravan for the first time, and it was too big for their car. Then they had to sell it or sell their car.
Oh,
That
yeah, that's
couple.
true. The nachos.
Yep, there you go. I don't think backpackers have ever bought us a meal.
They're just trying to make it around Australia.
If they could get 2 meals for 20 cents, maybe they'd bring us one. Then, sort of, Grey Nomads have sold their house, and backpackers are never going to own one. Is that right?
This is your
No.
topic.
Why is it?
I'm not saying this.
Well, well then, if the backpackers aren't the freeloaders, are the Grey Nomads the freeloaders?
No. I wouldn't say so.
That's too controversial.
Neither.
Neither. They're only out having a great holiday.
Yeah, like having a look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I bring this up because the most common sign we saw on Grey Nomad cars was, can you think of it? The big sticker?
Kids' inheritance or whatever, or bye-bye to the inheritance.
Yeah, I'm spending my grandkids' inheritance, which is kind of funny the first time. And then by the 20th time, it's like, is it any wonder this next generation has inherited all this debt and they can never afford to buy homes? Then I think the Grey Nomads and the backpackers can sit down and talk about that. That's one thing they can sit down and talk about. How they're going to bridge that gap. Anyway, off topic.
Maybe.
What is the topic? We're only talking about backpackers and Grey Nomads.
One of the things with backpackers, well, see, Grey Nomads are quiet. They're in bed by 9.
Yeah.
Generally, but backpackers might be noisy. Like, our noisiest times are
If you're traveling with kids, yeah.
Yeah. The backpackers who don't really know the courtesy of the campground.
But when you got kids, you get to wake them up in the morning, and there's some satisfaction in that.
There is.
It's like, I'm not going to try that hard to keep my daughter quiet at 5 a.m.
Well, really, when you have kids, you're just trying to get to that 7 o'clock time when the quiet time's over, and it can be difficult. And then when you're in a tent, there's not much keeping the noise out. You just have to try and say, it's quiet time. over and over. But yeah, we've had some rude and noisy people close by, and that was unpleasant. But I haven't ever had really. There's not much unpleasant about any experience I've had with a Grey Nomad.
No. Except I do get bailed up a bit, and they want that I say that there's not any such thing as global warming, and I don't know why. It's like I'm only going to the kitchen or something, and I get intercepted these conversations. Anyway, I don't know. And the other thing I get bugged by is like they look at our tent and our car and our setup and everything, and they're like,
one day you'll
get like us.
We started in a tent.
Yeah, but maybe I don't want to consume that much. Maybe I don't want to have. Kind of, I do actually.
Sometimes.
They have air conditioning and the heating. You know, like it goes straight from air conditioning to heating. There doesn't seem much in between. Anyway.
You can get lured in by the luxury of it, I think. Sometimes. But it's not necessary.
And they sort of don't notice that actually, you know, we are out here doing this practically full time. Like, we're traveling everywhere you're going, and because we're in a tent, we get usually a bigger space and more space around us. And you don't have to slave your whole life away. There's not the same jobs as when they were young anyway. Like, and we don't get as lucky with the housing boom and have our properties skyrocket in price as well. But
you might as well go camping.
We might as well go camping. We're not here to serve the economy to increase everyone else's house prices and keep the crazy bubble happening. Who cares? As long as we live a good life and enjoy life, right?
Yeah.
Then.
Well, really, it's one thing that inspired me, anyway, us to go camping now, while we are younger, than it is, you know, every time you go camping, you see Grey Nomads. And then I thought, well, like, you hear the stories of they won't do all the things, like all the adventurous things. Backpackers will do lots of adventurous things, but for us, it was kind of, well, why wait till we're old or older? You know, retired. Why not go now? Why not? We can.
Yeah. Well, backpackers are in a different country to start with. Yeah. Yeah, and like often you'll hear like you got to do the hard work first. But you could spend your whole life doing hard work and not necessarily get there. It's not really geared for. It's not really geared like that. Let's spice it up with pictures and stuff.
Just edit out the boring stuff.
Do you want to edit it?
Sit through this again? Okay, that's all for tonight.
No.
You have to say goodnight properly. It's not like how you are on the phone and you just like hang up without a proper goodbye. Please subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Because we're going to run into Grey Nomads and caravan parks now. And they might bail us up on what we've said here tonight. And how can you?
I don't know that they watch YouTube.
We're going to get this. There's a whole army of Grey Nomads right over there.
We'll see it in the winter.
We'll see you in the winter.